Welcome back here at 4:43. We are just continuing to watch this winter storm slamming Northeast Ohio. This is a live look at Chardon Square right now. We know that this is always the center of any sort of snowstorm we get, but that is a live look. And if you look at the lights especially, you can see that blowing and drifting snow. We will have your full forecast coming up in a minute here. Betsy, we want to take a look at what's happening now, though, just because it is developing so quickly.
Yeah, and this is the thing. We kept telling people all along, this is not going to be a snow event. This is not lake effect, and this is not going to be a snow event. This is all about cold, and this is all about wind, and the force at which the cold and wind are coming in. Power outages are a very significant threat for us as we head through the day today. The wind gusts are still going to be going up because our area of low pressure is going to deepen. These are your current outages by county, courtesy of First Energy, and it's not a lot. This is such great news. The good news is we're starting with just a few. The bad news is these numbers will be going up because these wind gusts are going just to continue to really ramp up as we head through the day today. There is a live look around town. The wind is blowing the snow. Now, here's another little factoid of when you're, forecasting and whatnot. We still have temperatures that are in the 20s in much of northern Ohio at this point. We're just starting to fade into the teens. That cooling of the atmosphere is going to change the snow crystals when they come down. So when we immediately went from the rain to the snow, they were big giant snowflakes and they were wet snowflakes and they stuck to everything and they really started to accumulate quickly. As the temperatures cool, as drier air moves in, and that's the colder air, the ice crystals will get smaller and smaller. And so later today, we'll basically have powdered sugar flying around, and that will just blow in the wind like you can't believe. So that's why we really have these concerns for visibility issues with the snow. It's not the amount of snow, it's the movement of the snow. That being said, just in, Richland County is now under a level 1 snow emergency. Again, Richland County, level 1 snow emergency. That does include Shelby and Ontario, Mansfield, right down into areas farther south. So just be advised, that does include a section of I-71. If you have plans to head south toward the Columbus area, you go right through Richland County. So very nasty conditions there. We take a live look now at the ODOT cam at I-71 at US 30. This is a pretty significant interchange. US 30 going off into the distance here. And because, of course, these are the driving lanes of I-71. We're looking northeast, so this is looking up toward Cleveland, if you will. And you can see there are some tracks on the road. Cars are getting by, people are getting by, but it's not great. So yes, passable. Thank you, ODOT. You guys are amazing. But there's black ice that's out there because these roads were wet, then they're freezing. Now you're throwing snow on top of it, and the blowing snow is going to continue as we head through the day today. Another heavy batch of snow just getting ready to come into Richland County at this point right now, too. And you can see where we get these dark blues. That's the heavier snow. And look at the impact on the road. We have orange roads there, so major slowdowns where these heavier snow bands come in. We've got one sitting right here from Lorain through Medina to Wayne County into Stark County, and then more snow piling up areas farther east along 271, I-90 now in portions of eastern Cuyahoga County, and then also into Lake County. That changeover takes place, and again, you folks in Mentor are having a totally different kind of snow than the folks in Mansfield because the temperatures and that difference between the humidity values is already becoming apparent. So this snow will continue, and it's going to continue to blow. Irregardless of if it's still coming down, it's going to be moving around. Visibilities at this hour, at this time, are less than a mile throughout northern Ohio, and the wind gusts continue. The wind gusts will continue to come up as we go late morning into the afternoon. So that's why we think that our power outages are really going to start to add up here, especially as we get into the latter part of the day. That's when we're talking about those 50+ mile-per-hour wind gusts. Look at Mansfield, 6 now. Just the last time we talked, it was 10. Now it's 6. So this is the cold air. It's coming in with a heck of a punch, everybody. Cleveland, we're going to be headed down into the single digits by the time we hit 8, 9 o'clock, and we're going to hold there all day, if not holding at or below 0. But look at those wind chills. We're down in those below 0 wind chills, 20, 25 30 below zero as we head through the afternoon. You'll see it here in your National Design Mart hour-by-hour forecast. We do have the snow that continues. It becomes a little bit more scattered, hopefully, as we head through the late morning into the afternoon hours. We'll focus it more to the east and northeast. The winds are going to start to pick up some lake effect, but the winds are moving really fast, so they're going to have a lot of trouble picking up a lot of moisture. But look at the temperatures in white. We're below zero as we head through most of the day, and the winds continue to gust. I can't stress enough, the wind and the cold are the two biggest threats that we have through the day today. And as we head into the rest of the weekend, too. Peyton has more on that.
Yeah, I mean, the weekend is a big story, and I know the big question also is how much snow are we expecting? Once again, it is not a snow-making event for us. We've done this before, and we will do it again. It just happens to be the first bigger system to get in here for the winter season, and this takes us all the way through Sunday. So don't look at this as what you're going to expect today. Don't even look at it as what you're going to expect on top of today, tomorrow. This is all the way through Sunday. This is an area of low pressure. Right now, we're just getting the front through. This has not done its big thing yet, where we really see the evolution and the strengthening happening. That's why those wind speeds will actually increase as we head throughout the day. So once again, the consensus here is you're going to find a little bit more the closer you get to the lake, and then of course the primary snowbelt, parts of Lake and Ashtabula County. If you have travel plans on I-90 to head toward PA, I would switch the script here, because visibility, blowing, drifting snow, on top of everything else, there are going to be issues. The timeline continues as this morning we've already had that ongoing flash freeze, things icing on up, then the snow taking over. Winds are just starting to intensify, and they will continue as we head through today. So the strong winds don't only last for today, they last through tonight. They'll let up just a tad bit, and then come tomorrow, they will still be around. We will have strong wind gusts, and that's why the bulk of those power outages will really start to amount as we head through the second half of today. In your Union Home Mortgage extended forecast, once again, the wind is one of the big stories, but cold takes the top spot and snow the last spot for us. The weekend, though, Christmas weekend, bitterly cold, bone chilling if that. 9 and 12 degrees are high temperatures for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Our wind chill factors will feel 20 to 30 degrees below, but there is a warming trend, Maureen. We get back close to 40 by Thursday.
Just incredible to see that roller coaster over the holidays. All right, Peyton, thank you so much.